Welcome to the Wall Street Aftermarket Report with Vegas and Jim, Tuesday, October 9th. Hello, Vegas.
Hey, Jim. All right. What a day today. So much to talk to you guys about. And how was your day, Jim?
Oh, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I mean, I didn't bat five. I bet about a 500 today,
Well, that's
little,
good.
little above even. And then I got into a real sweet one after hours, so right before
Yeah.
swing trade.
Okay, so we're going to talk about some trades from today, and we're going to talk about ones that we got going, one that we're swinging, ones to watch. So let's start with PEIX. So that one, as you guys know, is the one that we talked about yesterday. And this one here in particular is the one that we said is called Pacific Ethanol. So for those of you that were in the trade from yesterday and swing traded it into today, it had a nice little run. However, the stock, a lot of people have still bought it here towards the end of the day, and mainly because Donald Trump is going to be making some announcement in Iowa tonight. He's planning to, give an announcement on the energy policy move, and he wants to boost the Iowa Republicans. And he's going to talk about, removing the restriction of ethanol. So we'll see if that announcement's today. But he did make a comment social media that it got some huge news. So we'll hear about it tonight.
Sure will.
Yeah. Are you okay there, Jim?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
All right. So you want to talk about some supports and resistance on PEIX? Since
Well,
you are the chartist artist.
oh, yeah. We were watching this today. We called it yesterday, and it broke out in the middle of the day and came back and found some support levels. So it kind of just followed the old supports that we had yesterday, and we bounced off right around, we called it in the room, right around 247. At the end of the day, just like Vegas said, it started to take off because we knew that the news was coming out. So we're going to keep this on watch. Some of us are swinging it, and I've flipped it, I think, 3 times today. Did okay in it. So that's PEIX. And then we
Yeah, and it
got,
could potentially gap tomorrow. So, I mean, keep a watch for it,
oh, yeah.
depending on the reaction to maybe, Trump's comments.
Yeah,
So,
I'm still bullish on it. That's for sure.
for sure.
Yep.
Okay. So, next one is NIO.
Oh,
NEO.
yes.
NIO. How do you pronounce that? Neo, NIO. I mean, everyone pronounces it differently, but you know what? This is, people compare this to the mini Tesla. Um, Love the car, by the way. I think it looks like a Ferrari. But the shares have surged today because there was a filing that showed Bailey Gifford and Company, who is also Tesla's second largest investor after Elon Musk, that he bought a stake in the company. And the filing revealed that Bailey Gifford and Company owns 85.3%, 85.3 million NEO shares, representing an 11% stake in this Chinese car maker. And as you guys know, NEO went public in the US last month, and it's actually soared 75%. And it had soared 75% on the second day that it traded. So, I mean, there's a lot of hype right now on this. And Jim, you can talk about you getting into this for a swing.
Oh, yeah. And I got into this during the run that it had back when this IPO came out the next day. I mean, we heard about the news and we took it from $6 and kind of ran it up all the way up to 14, and then you had the sell off. And then we got the news today that Vegas is talking about, and then it bounced up here from the low $6, and we were actually alerted to this stock in $6 last week in the room, and we kind of just looked at it, and then that news came out today, and so I'm in it for a swing after hours. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hold it for investment, keep it core position, and flip it all the way up. So that's basically what we're looking at right there. And I think you're kind of
Okay.
doing the same thing, aren't you, Vegas?
Yeah,
Maybe?
well, right now, I did buy Neo when it went IPO and then sell it
Uh-huh.
and take profits. But then when it ran the next day, I bought it, but it pulled back, and obviously wasn't going to close the trade because I actually liked the company. So I'm actually not going to be positive yet on this trade until this gets to 825 because that's kind of my average right now. So right now, I guess after hours, how's Neo trading here after hours?
Oh,
I
it's
did see
looking,
it
I got
last,
in here at 687.
yeah.
So it's jumped all the way up to, it went up to 842 and kind of pulled back. And it's kind of hitting a little support level right here. So we hope it just kind of stays here tonight, here at
Yeah, I would love to see this
790.
go to double digits
Yep.
down the road.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like wait. I am not in a rush to sell the stock. And I'm not gonna close this for a loss at this time based on all the news. So I'm just gonna wait. And I'm kind of thinking I might hold something like this longer term as an actual investment. So I'm gonna see how this starts to shape. I would say by maybe the next earnings report. I'd
Yeah,
like
I'm
to
gonna,
see how this company, what they're, and we'll see how it goes between now and then.
yeah. Well, I got a kind of a
Just
target
gonna,
for about $9.11, somewhere up there, and then I'm gonna see what happens after that. But that's NIO and that's NIO.
okay. So the next one is some action today on Znga,
Yep.
ZNGA.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why was that moving today? So I actually caught it moving because I have some shares of the company that I've had for a while, but I also had some options, and I'm like, what's going on with the stock? And then I looked into it, and apparently there's a rumor or chatter, and nothing's confirmed, but the rumor that was going on at the time when this got hyped up was that there was some interest from Baidu, which is actually not true because they've confirmed that that's not true. But now we still see a lot of action on the tape, and I don't know why, because there's just this rumor. So we got to wait and see what happens. So, I mean, right now, if you're not in the trade, keep a watch on this one. But there was some amazing volume on it, right, Jim?
Yep. It sure was today. It surely pulled out of the gate today. And it broke past resistance right around 414. And that's what I thought was pretty wicked on it. And let me bring the date down here to daily 1 minute. And usually I like to change the time frame to 3. So we'll do that real fast. Get a better view of it. So yeah, it broke out of the gate and it never did. I think it might have got halted, right? A couple times today.
Yeah, it did.
And I had a support here at 420, and we never did touch it. I mean, it came down and touched it, and I was going to see if it would do it again so I can get back in it, but held strong. So it's like in the news, and I've been watching this for a long time. So it was exciting for the people that have been holding it, and we'll just have to see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, I was actually waiting to see if this would go to 444
Oh yeah,
today because when I was looking at the Bollinger Bands, they were getting really tight, and I was kind of looking for the 444 break. So I would say if you're not in the trade, you should really be watching this. It did go as high as 450, and then now it's kind of pulled back. So
yeah,
volume, though, like amazing volume. So just keep a watch. And if you don't like the stock, maybe you look at the options because the options are really cheap for $5 calls for the month of November. I
we
mean,
did.
those were going for November 16. Those were going for the $5 calls. When I looked at them earlier in the day, they were going for about 13 cents, 19 cents, 21 cents. So it just depends. So you might want to go the option route if you don't want to buy the stock. So something to think about.
Oh yeah, that's real. And looks like we did hit kind of a yearly high pretty much today at 450, like you said. I mean, it got a little bit above that around 457 about 4 or 5 months ago. So yeah, that's a Znga, Znga. ZGA.
GA.
Yep.
Okay, so the next one that I would love to talk about is one called UUUU. And that one there, um, if you notice after hours, there is some buying going on and there is definitely some accumulation. So, Jim, can you talk about the chart while I see why my dog's going crazy?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
today Vegas is going to tell you that, and this is what she's good at. We're going to hit a double top, yearly double top here at 362. And that's where we closed at, right there at 362. So I'm going to pull up a daily again, and we're going to see what's going on here. So basically, we hit that yearly high there, and this has caught her attention, so she thinks it's going to break out. And if I was
Yeah,
looking
so
at,
just go ahead.
and I'm going to put a little bitty low support right here, right around 350, maybe right around there, just in case it wants to just take a breather. But there we are, Vegas. You got your double top,
Yeah.
1 year. Let's look at a 3.
Well, I think that you is under accumulation.
Uh-huh.
I think that, obviously it's a uranium play and it's obviously very impressive. The ticker, it's easy to remember, obviously, UUUU. And don't get it confused with the other one called UUU, right? Because there's another one that's called UUU. But anyways, this one here had major volume today and it caught my attention. And the other thing too is that this company is also the only company in North America that does vanadium. Okay, a vanadium producer. So if anyone knows what vanadium does, but vanadium is a metal that we can't do without, and the primary use of it is steel, and this thing is so powerful. The metal is so sharp. This used to actually be used to make swords, and then what's from there they even went on to make engines for the aircrafts. So this is like seriously really really good deal. So anyways, this company is the only one that produces it in North America. So I would say that this is getting ready for a breakout. So you should definitely be having it on your watch list. And Jim went over the chart, and you should be watching this one very closely. There is going to be a breakout on the stock. I don't know when, obviously, but you should definitely have it on watch and be looking to hopefully take advantage of the breakout and make some money.
I think you're right 100% because I see 3 days of accumulation and going straight up. So that's UUUU. And we've got
Yes.
one more, a couple more.
Yeah. Two more.
Yep.
So next one, TTNP for the penny players, because sometimes I love penny stocks, sometimes I can't stand it. But TTNP is the Titan Pharmaceuticals. So just a quick commentary on this one really is that the insiders did buy this back in September and they paid 25 cents. And they actually bought quite a few shares, the insiders that work at the company. So now that it's below the 25 cents, I mean, we did see this earlier at 20.5 cents, which was alerted as an opportunity for people to look at this for a swing trade. And I will say that there is also institutional buying on this. And, keep it on watch because I think something with the stock. So, add it on your watch list if you're not in it. If you can buy it under 25, I think that's a good price because it's cheaper than what the insiders paid. Similar to that FPay where people were buying it below the insider price. So again, TTNP and Jim, I don't know if you have anything to add about the chart
Yeah.
support and resistance there.
Yeah. I like this chart a lot. And it was alerted in the room today. And I got a real low support on this thing right around 2078, right around 21. And then you got that just kind of goes up penny increments really up to 25. And once you get to 25, you want to break out up to 28, 29, somewhere around there and hit that hit that right around there, and I think you'll be sweet on this one. So this is Ttnp, and I've just added it to my watch list today. Probably get it into it tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Yep.
And the last but not least, I do want to talk about here, HEAR. So this is Turtle Beach Corporation. And the reason I like this one is that this had an inside day. And sometimes people are like, well, what's an inside day? What the hell does that mean? So just to try to explain it in simple terms for people that may not know. So I know that a lot of you know what that is. So just give me like 30 seconds to explain it to the people that are novice and don't really know what that means. So an inside day is really when the entire daily price range for the stock falls within the price range of the previous day. So the inside day usually indicates a pattern that's actually really useful for spotting a change in the direction of a trend. So why I like it, because I've traded here before. I don't have it anymore. And it may look to me that this is ready to now start heading higher and go into a new channel. So I'm going to let Jim talk about the chart, but we looked at this together, and I'm going to let him talk about it because he sees what I'm seeing.
Yes. And Vegas and I have been watching this stock ever since it broke out. And that was right back around here. And that was, what heck, that's been about 4 months ago now. So it's bounced on all the way up and had a high. We picked $30 target, and it ran up all the way to $34.50 with that base, that candle right there. Now it's pulled back, and it's had these little zigzag, and it's kept this little channel here. Right now we're looking at a double bottom, and I want to change this to maybe a 20-day, and we have a little double bottom right here. You said 1780. So we think we've hit a bottom. We're getting ready for the Christmas season. These things are going to start bouncing again, so we're looking for a reverse, and we think it'll go to 20 bucks even. So we have a pivot point right in here, right around $18, $19. And then we got a resistance between 20 and 21. And that's how we see it, and that's how we hear it. HEAR.
Okay. So, we'll see what happens with the markets tomorrow. And again, I want to thank all the viewers, the followers, the likes, the comments. Really appreciate everyone. Really getting like a lot of really nice people that we're meeting. And I'm so happy that Jim and I decided to have a YouTube channel because we actually get to talk to people. And, soon we'll actually do the video part. We just got to give us the chance to figure out this technology because we're still learning it. But yeah, we'll do the video down the road and where you guys can see us talking. So we're going to figure that out. And just want to thank everyone for your support and for your really nice, genuine words that you share with us. That means a lot to both of us. And I'm just so happy that whatever we do talk about and share is actually helping people. And I've received a lot of comments about that. So, and so has Jim. So
Yep.
we really appreciate it. And again, we do these comments and wrap ups really for you guys. And we are actually so happy that you guys enjoy them and appreciate it and finding it helpful, because that's really the bottom line. Is it helpful? And if it is, then we just continue creating the content. So thank you once again, and please subscribe, please share the channel with other people that we could help, and follow us and join us in our room. If you ever want to come by, you're welcome to come by. All the information's in the YouTube channel. We'd love to talk to you in person. We're on it during the day, and you're welcome to pop in. So please feel free and don't be shy.
Okay, well and I feel about the same way, and that's the Wall Street Market Report with Vegas and Jim, October the 9th on a Tuesday, and we love stocks.